DeRozan, the real MVP in the National Basketball Association this season? And is it finally time for Greg Popovich to hang it up and call it a career for the San Antonio Spurs? And finally, how you are going to get paid to watch this one. Let's get it.
This is Enough Said Sports.
Hey guys, I hope all is well in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come to you with another NBA preview and prediction video here on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day or your evening to watch us here on YouTube and support us. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome to Enough Said Sports, where we don't do fandom, we do business, and where we don't make friends, we make money. Again, I appreciate you taking the time out to watch. And if you like this sort of content, please also join us on Patreon. Click the link in the description box below. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports and get all of our exclusive picks from the NBA, college football, and the NFL. We're also adding college basketball and the MLB shortly. Really excited about that. So definitely join us over there and get the aid your bank account needs. So let's talk about this matchup that's going to be coming on Friday, January the 28th, 2022. It's going to be the Chicago Bulls traveling to play the San Antonio Spurs, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBA League Pass if you guys aren't local to one of these teams. Now, the Chicago Bulls are favored in this one by 2, and the San Antonio Spurs and the Chicago Bulls total in this one is going to be 228.5. So let's talk about this matchup in depth here. But before we get into it, let's talk about these Chicago Bulls. Let's talk about DeMar DeRozan. And is this guy the legit and rightful MVP right now in the National Basketball Association? I'm going to tell you this. I think he's right in the mix. I certainly think he's top 3. He has had an unbelievable season. I'm sure you guys that follow the NBA have seen the several buzzer beaters that he's had. It's been really impressive, and he's been playing out of his mind. This Bulls team has been playing extremely well in general. Obviously, they've had a little bit of an injury bug as of late with a couple guys going down. But all in all, this team is a formidable threat in the Eastern Conference, and they are to be reckoned with. And I think this team will be heard from before it's over with in the Eastern Conference. But I definitely think DeMar DeRozan, if you're asking me right here, right now, today, I'd put him second, maybe behind Joel Embiid, because Joel Embiid has been on a tear as of late. Now, switching over to the San Antonio Spurs, not a whole lot to talk about basketball-wise. These guys are been about the same for the past few years up underneath Greg Popovich. Really hadn't had much change, much movement. They really haven't been able to develop a really great player like they've had over the past, couple decades here. You had Tim Duncan, you had Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. Then you had the Kawhi Leonard era after that. And now they just don't seem to have that guy. They had DeMar DeRozan on this team. They had LaMarcus Aldridge on this team. And it just doesn't seem to work. It just doesn't seem to gel. And I just think, I know that Coach Pop, and I've said it before, I still feel like that they should let the man stay as long as he wants. I mean, the man has brought them several championships. I think he deserves his opportunity to go out on his own terms. But if you're asking me if I think it's time for him to retire, I think it is. I think that his voice has grown stale, and I really believe that the game has passed him by a bit. I could be wrong about that, but this team just seems really stagnant. But at the same point in time, I know you can't do but so much with what you have to work with. But it just seemed like the San Antonio Spurs continuously drafted well, continuously developed the talent that they had, the young talent that they had, like a Kawhi Leonard, and helped him grow into a superstar. And it just doesn't seem like that's happening right now with their current roster. Got a couple decent players, but nobody that really stands out to you as really great. Now, as far as from a betting standpoint in this particular contest, I like the Chicago Bulls here. I think they match up very well with the San Antonio Spurs and some of the things that the San Antonio Spurs like to do. I believe that the Chicago Bulls have a great counter for that. I think they do a tremendous job on the boards. I think they do a tremendous job in the mid-range, even though as of the past few games, they haven't shot it that well or that much in the painted area. But I think they're going to get back to more of what they do in this game. I look for the Chicago Bulls to roll here, take care of business, and cover these 2 points. I feel very confident about this particular contest, and I'm definitely going to roll with it myself. So I'll take the Chicago Bulls -2. I'll stay off the total. These are two teams that tend to go up or down at times. They play low-scoring games and they play a high-scoring game. So don't really have a great feel for what the total is going to be in this one. So I'll stick with the Chicago Bulls -2 and roll with that, and that'll be our one and only pick in this particular contest. Thank you guys again for taking the time to watch us. If you like this sort of content, please, again, join us on Patreon. Click the link in the description box below. I'm a true fan of Enough Said Sports. And again, I appreciate you, Chicago Bulls fans. Talk to me in the comments. Do you guys think that DeMar DeRozan should be the rightful MVP in the NBA right now? San Antonio Spurs fans, do you think Greg Popovich has overstayed his welcome? Do you think it's time for him to walk off into the sunset? Or do you think he's got another run in him, possibly with maybe acquiring a better roster or a better player to go as their superstar or centerpiece? Do you think he got another run in him? And then finally, let me know, guys, below about what you think about the pick itself. Again, really appreciate it. We're having a really great run here. Unfortunately, missed on the pick last night on YouTube, but I just about hit everything else on Patreon, which is funny. The one that we didn't get right was over here, but we're having a great run. We've got a great record this season so far. I think we're like 632 and I believe 492 or so. So we're doing a really great job. We're only going to continue to get better. And again, appreciate all the support, guys. And hopefully this will be a good one. Hopefully we'll hit on this one. And I will talk to you again really, really soon, guys. Take care.